Winona State held a send-off reception for a longtime administrator today. Vice President for University of Advancement, Jim Schmidt, says at the end of the month he'll become chancellor at the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire after he spent 15 years at Winona State University. Schmidt says he had been encouraged to seek a presidency by many of his colleagues.
All of them said, Jim, you need to be a president. They said, Jim, you see the institution as a whole. You can look a little bit into the future. You've got the skills and you need to do that. And I'm not overly ambitious, I guess. I've always believed in doing your job. I was at my former place for 12 years and I've been here. I'm in my 15th year at Winona. I believe in doing your job, doing it well, making a difference. And a year or two ago I said, you know, I think I might be ready for that. And I certainly had a number of great mentors along the way and people have encouraged me to do that. Having said that, I've only applied for one job outside of Winona State. I haven't dusted off my resume in almost 15 years. A good friend of mine, a mentor of mine, Troy Pano, some of people in Winona will remember him. He was the dean of the College of Liberal Arts here and a member of our history faculty. He gave me a call. He's now president at Truman State University in Missouri. He said, Jim, Eau Claire's opened up. You ought to take a look at it. In all honesty, when people in Winona ask me, where should my son or daughter go to school? I always say Winona State. I don't even have to think about that. And they say, yeah, Jim, I know. We love Winona State. It'd be perfect. The problem is it's here. They need to get out of town. And normally when people ask me that, I say, well, then the one that's most like Winona is Eau Claire. And I mean that. If you ask a friend, I've been saying that for 10 years. Why do I know about it? They're only 70 miles away. They're a competitor of Winona State, so we keep an eye on them. I've known faculty members who've taught there. I've known students and alum who've been to Eau Claire. And so when he mentioned Eau Claire, I thought, well, I'll look at that a little more closely. And Eau Claire listed their priorities and what they wanted most. And I've looked at a number of them over the years, but this one seemed to align with my skills, where, went to my strengths. So as I looked at it a little more carefully, I got more and more interested, and I decided to give it a shot. And sent it in. You never know how it's going to go, and there's been a long process. Airport interviews, 3 days of campus interviews with my wife and I in Eau Claire, and then a day in Madison meeting with a subcommittee of the Board of Regents and the University of Wisconsin president, and I guess they thought I was a good fit as well. I would tell you that Eau Claire and Winona have so much in common, and it's one of the things I think that made me a good fit. They were both founded as teachers' schools. They both have prestigious nursing programs. Their first doctoral program is in nursing practice. Eau Claire was founded by lumber barons. They too are on a river, not the mighty Mississippi, but nonetheless was an important part of the founding. I think the fact that it's good Midwestern values. I've met with a number of people from the business community at Eau Claire. It's funny, I've crossed paths with some of them before, and it's always interesting to hear about their stories. But I think, kind of that Midwestern values seem to connect with them as well. Our family has been blessed to be in Winona. We have been surrounded not only by friends and family, but such great colleagues and community members. It's been a great place to raise our young family, and there's no place like the Winona River Valley, and we're very excited to be going where we're going, but we will be back often.
Schmidt says it will be hard to leave Winona State. He has many ties to the university. He graduated there in 1986. He said all of his family members have Winona State University degrees, and he told us his great-grandfather helped to build Thompson Hall.